Well, good morning, everybody. Um, Tonight is the night if you're going to make moon water to put your moon water out. I wouldn't suggest putting it out in a glass container if you're going to. Don't put the cap on. Cover it with saran wrap. Got my cards upside right? Okay. Cover it with saran wrap. Remember, when you make full moon water, don't let the sunlight hit it. Moon water is great if you have any health issues. I make my coffee with full moon water every morning because I set mine out in the bottles of water that you buy at like Walmart. I set out a case. I buy the 25 pack of 25, the big bottles, and I turn them upside down. And I set them out like that. And that's how I make my full moon water for my coffee, my K-Cup. Well, it's not a Keurig, so. And I make my full moon water coffee every morning. And then I buy the small bottles. I believe they come in a 15 pack because I can't drink, because of the gastroparesis, water, just plain water, makes me really sick. I can drink about 4 ounces of plain water a day without being in pain. So about half a bottle takes me, is about all I can drink, so that works perfectly for me. So you put that out in plain plastic bottles, and take the labels off. I turn them upside down so that the lid is not in the way. And it doesn't matter if it's cloudy or whatever out. It's the moon's properties and energies that will ionize the water, and you'll definitely taste the difference in it. It's really good. It's good for your health. It's good for using if you're doing any kind of magic work or anything like that. It will help you charge things and stuff like that. And if you do that kind of thing, then you already know all that. The full moon is in Leo. So my suggestion is not to have any big discussions with people this weekend. Leo tends to be an aggressive sign, and the moon is going to take on those properties. So you might want to prepare if you're the type of person that takes on feelings really easily. Prepare for feeling angry and possibly a lot of pain in your joints, a pain in your body. You might even feel like telling people off. Try to refrain from doing that. If you feel yourself getting into that kind of emotional thing and anger, go find a quiet corner someplace and put on your favorite TV show or read a book or put your headphones on and listen to some music, that kind of thing. Also, Leo is a go-getter kind of a person, and kind of like I am the boss. So use this to your advantage this weekend without starting arguments. Now's the time to get what you want, okay? So there's a little bit there about Leo being in the full moon being in the Leo sign. And I've got a sore throat. Man, I need my coffee. So let's get our first card pulled. And I'm going to go get my coffee. So I feel like we're not where we need to be. Let's do a momentum shuffle here. I've been shuffling and it's just not coming up. I want some kind of message for the weekend, for the full moon. Archangel Michael, do you have a message for us? I feel like that's the cards we needed for those two right there. because my hand was like, no, 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 and I went ahead and put them down. So I feel like we need to start with these 2 cards. I'm going to put them back on the top of the deck. And I'm feeling something I don't normally do, putting these underneath. That's something I don't normally do it that way, but I feel like that's what needs to be done today. So the first 2 deck cards we need, and I'm going to turn the first one over, the World Tree. I have never pulled that card. People, I'm going to go get my coffee. I will be, and I'm making a mess here, and I always pull this off when I get up. I'm going to go make my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my coffee, and I kind of always bump my table because it's my coffee table and it's here in front of my sofa. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Okay, now we know that full moon affects everybody, and this is the World Tree, and the World Tree marks the end of the journey. I'm not wanting to focus. It affects the end of the journey for the wanderer. And all 4 seasons are represented on its branches. And it's at the base here, we have the labyrinth. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. And it's a very intricate. All 4 seasons are at the tree. You've got the spring, the summer, the fall, and the winter. It is a very beautiful card. And remember the time of the full moon is a time to start new things, to clean out all of the old and start new. Here the World Tree is showing us the universe and all its blessings that are available to everyone who seeks its knowledge and wisdom with a sincere heart. No matter how long the journey has been, in the end, we have reached the point of fulfillment. And it's now time to bathe in the light of renewal, attainment, and personal triumph, and rejoice in that. So, if you can see the moon, people are going to think you're crazy. Okay, don't go out and necessarily have to dance in it, but go out and take a walk in the moon. Let the moon, whether you can see it or not, because its properties are still going to, it's still going to affect you, whether you can see the moon or not. So go out, get some moonlight, either tonight or early in the morning before daylight. Go out and spend a few minutes in the moonlight. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. So let's take a look at what our underlying card is going to tell us today. And it is the 3, let me move my coffee back. It is the 3 of Stones, and it is the creativity card. Sorry, I had to take a sippy sip. And the creativity card, this weekend, you're going to pay heed to be, you're gonna really need to be creative to get what you want or need. Your new freedom and courage that you've gotten along the week and skills that you have recently learned is going to help you obtain something you need this weekend. Use your creativity to your benefit. Okay? And then let's see what our second card was that was in my hand. We have the 9 of Arrows, and that is the dedication card. And you definitely need to be dedicated this weekend. As we see with Leo, the moon being in the sign of Leo. And keeping yourself balanced this weekend. Keep yourself balanced. Keep your inner oaths or your feelings will help you. listen to them. Um, Dedicate your skills that you've learned to a greater good. Don't how do I want to word that? Don't just throw things away. Don't just blah 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 kind of thing with your skills. Use them to your advantage. Let's see what else we have. The mirror. We drew this yesterday. It must be telling somebody something and they're not quite getting there. So let's see what the mirror has to say. Now, sometimes we'll draw a card and it may have different meanings for different things depending on what's going on for that day or that weekend or for that person. And the mirror, you want patience and prudence this weekend because Leo is in full moon, and you need to calm yourself and hold your tongue. It is the surrender of your will. Remember we talked yesterday about you'll have to surrender something. Something you'll be required to surrender something. I feel that you're gonna need to surrender yourself will be the surrender, like giving up your running off at the mouth, your anger. You're gonna need to hold your tongue. Don't get your panties all up in a bunch this weekend. Be patient. That's kind of what that card is going to bring us this weekend. Okay, let's see if we have another card. The Hooded Man. I think we only ever pulled this one other time. And really, the Hooded Man today is all about our inner guide, and he's our mentor or our state of mind. Think of him that way this weekend. You will understand that now is the time to withdraw and rest. If you feel that urge to be overly angry because the moon is in Leo. And you're going to see our animals are acting odd. Not just our pets, but the wild animals also. So if you are getting that, our Hooded Man is telling us, hey, he's going to be your inner guide and your mentor, kind of maybe even in your state of mind. He's telling you it may be time for you to withdraw and rest this weekend and kind of maybe stay away from people. So that's what he's saying. I feel like we need one more. I feel like there's still something needs to be said. We have the Journey card. The journey is about facing your deepest fears. So for this weekend, for someone out there, I feel like this card was meant for some people, but not for everybody. Don't fear change this weekend. Accept it. It's also a time of purification and alignment. Let go of the old this weekend and face the new. Face it with joy and embrace it. Don't think of letting go of the old things. I feel like you're going through a change this weekend and you're having to let go of something that you didn't think you were going to let go of. Face it with calmness and let your inner spirit guide you. And embrace the new aspects of what's coming. Take time to reflect on what's coming new and maybe use some of your new gifts of creativity to possibly get what you do want. So there's our spread for this weekend for full moon in Leo. Again, if you feel yourself getting overly angry, feel yourself wanting to pop off at somebody that really doesn't deserve it, put yourself in timeout. Hey, I've done that. Have you ever been on Facebook and you started like back at people, and then you're like, back up, backspace out of it. Hey, I've done that. I'll tell you what, if you look at my Facebook, I have not posted anything except for changing my profile picture since October 10th, 2019. That was the last day that I posted on Facebook because of all the anger and all the issues I got after my mom passed away. And that week, from October 3rd to October 10th, the horrific messages I received from family members and people that I never knew threatening me. Yep. So the only reason I use my Facebook now is to hop on, go to my games, and get back off. Oh, and post stuff on Biddit and go to, whose page do I go to through there? I can't, the Art Sherpa. I have to have it for the Art Sherpa, or I probably wouldn't even have Facebook at all. I'd delete it. It is what it is. So, and guess what? I don't miss Facebook. Not at all. Alright, everybody. Have a safe and wonderful, blessed full moon. Everybody, love ya. Bye-bye.